Thank you for joining me. I am Brian Bassmaster By, and this is the Poor Broke Fisherman Show. Today I'm going to do an instructional video and how to. Had a couple fans of the page say how much they like the videos. Asked me, Brian, how do you catch all them big bass? Well, there's a lot of ways. For the novice person who just wants to go out, have some fun, not spend a lot of money, there's a few different ways. I'm going to give you the simplest way how to catch a bass. Especially this time of year, the bass are spawning, getting ready to spawn, they're shallow, real easy to catch. One of the most effective baits to use to catching a bass is, bar none, the Senko. And all a Senko is a stick worm. This is a stick worm. That's all it is. It's a round worm. They come in different lengths, from 4 inches, 5 inches, all the way up to 10 inches. I prefer the 5 inch and the 4 inch. And they come in different brands. Now, to be a poor broke fisherman, you got to be poor. You got to be broke. You got to be a fisherman. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You can go to Walmart or your Gander Mountain, and you can get a pack of Strike King, a pack of Yum. These cost $2-3 for a pack of 5. Not bad, different colors, really simple. Or if you do want to spend the extra coin, Gary Yamamoto. The term Senko comes from Gary Yamamoto. This bait has revolutionized the bass fishing game. Now, you say, okay, Brian, I go out, I get a decent rod and reel. You can buy one decent, $100, maybe even less. Put some line on it. How do I rig this Senko? You go to Walmart, you go to Bass Pro, you go to Gander, you get your Senko. How am I going to rig it? Very simple. This is your worm. This is a Gamakatsu offset EWG hook. They're right there at Walmart. They're right there at Gander Mountain. Cost about $3-4 a pack. 5-6 of them. That's what it looks like. You tie it on your line. Use a regular fisherman knot. You don't have to get all fancy. I know us experienced anglers use the Palomar knot and all kinds of Snell knots, all kinds of other crazy stuff. All you gotta do is grab this regular fisherman knot, 8 times around, loop it through, cinch it down, clip your tie end. Really simple. All you're gonna do is Texas rig this. That's what it's called. It's called a Texas rig. So you take your hook, okay? You take your bait. Now you got 2 different ends of your bait. You got your thick side and you got a thin side. You take your thick side of your bait. Okay? Stick it through just a couple inches and pop it out so it hangs like that. Now take this worm, slide it all the way up the shank of the hook and past where your knot would be. So it's going to be a straight line just like that. Take it and bend it just a little bit and stick it through so it's straight. So you see how the hook is touching the worm? Pull that back just a little bit. Now it's weedless. You can leave the hook out, and a lot of people do when they're not fishing a lot of weeds. I prefer mine weedless. Nice and weedless. Go through weeds easy. Very simple. The reason why you want to offset EWG, you see that space in between the hook and the bait? When the bass bites down on it, it exposes the hook. Now, a lot of different sizes to these hooks. 1 all the way up to 6. I prefer 3. You want to get a 3-aught. It'll be a 3/0. 3-aught Gamakatsu. Or if you go to Bass Pro, they got their own brand. But it's still the same. Very simple to do. And it's very effective. And the way you'll fish this is very easy. You can fish it weightless, or you can fish it with a bullet sinker. Very simple. You cast it out, This time of year, you're going to want to hit the shorelines if you're shore fishing. Even when you're in a boat, you're going to hit the shorelines this time of year. So you're standing on a shore, and you cast down the shoreline. Standing from the shoreline. You fish this with no weight. You just let it fall to the bottom. Flutter to the bottom. Let it sit there. And what you're looking for is any pop in your line move, or you'll even feel a bite. Tick, tick on your line. That's when you reel down and then set the hook. You can also fish it fast. You put an 1/8, 3/4 ounce weight on there. Kind of swim it along the bottom. Let it sit, swim it along. Let it sit, swim it along. Very effective. Me personally, my favorite colors are green pumpkin black fleck or green and perp. Watermelon's a good color, watermelon with red. Choose any color you want. Me personally, I like green pumpkin with a black fleck in it. Very simple. Texas rig your Senko. Cheap. You can go bass fishing for under 60 bucks. If you don't have anything. Line, reel. Don't need nothing expensive. Not just go out, have a good time on the weekend. That's your how-to video. I'm Brian Bassmaster. Bye. Y'all be safe. Memorial Day weekend. Tight lines, catch a bass.